how are you doing today? So today we will be talking about content creation and the right way to create content. Okay, so there are different ways you can create content, and content creations range from write-ups, articles, ad articles, video content creation, audio content creation, and so on. There are so many ways you can create content. If you are a digital marketer and you don't know how to create content, definitely your sales will not be very effective, and you will not be known, because content creation is the only way and the only thing that can make people to know you, that can get you in front of those people that may be interested in your product, okay, or services you have to render. The content creation, I've said that it can range from articles. Articles simply means that maybe you have a website and you used to write and you know how to write content very well. Then you can think about an idea of content you can write that surrounds your product or service you have to render. Then you can write article about it. Secondly, I talked about ad articles. Ad articles are mainly for those people that want to create advertisements and they want to use the article or the content to advertise their product. Okay. Thirdly, I mentioned video content creation. Video content creation is simply the things you are seeing on YouTube. You see people creating different content surrounding food. You see people creating videos surrounding how to take care of your home. You see people creating videos surrounding how to take care of your business and different things like that. So that is what content creation means. So if you want to create content, you as a business owner, you as somebody that is selling digitally, you need to create content almost every week. Okay. So if you want to create content, you want to make sure you have an idea of what you want to write about. Have a niche. Firstly, have a niche. We have people that write content about food because they sell food online, or because they create videos videos of how to make food. Okay, we have people that create content about how to take care of your home because they know that is what they are best about. And we see people that create content surrounding business because they know that they love to do business. Then okay, maybe they have done business, they have made some mistake, or they have made so they have done something right about the business, then they want to show it or they want to share it to people. So that is what content creation simply means. Okay, so if you want to create content, you want to make sure you have a niche. Firstly, have a niche. Then secondly, have an idea of what you want people to know about. Okay, have an idea of what you want people to know surrounding that content. If you now have an idea and you know that you have the knowledge, basic knowledge, let's just say basic knowledge, because by the time you start creating content, your knowledge will be vast by the time you create that content, because as you are teaching people, you will be talking to yourself also, and you'll be learning from yourself also. So that is why content creation is good. So the way you go to Facebook, you post picture and you say, me at my sister's house, thank you for coming, things like that. That is content creation. It is simply that you post a picture and you write something about what you were doing at that moment in time. It is simply content creation. But content creation is basically it has to take care of the pain of people. Okay, like you need to think about what is that thing that people are willing to hear. Okay, if somebody is feeling pain about something, they want to hear you talk about how they can treat themselves about it, right? But now you are not a doctor, right? But you are a content creator. So if something is paining someone, What is paining a business person is the fact that they are not able to sell their product the way they're supposed to do it. So you, as a content creator, business content creator, you want to treat that. You want to make sure you go into, okay, what is that thing that is not making people to sell? What is that thing that is not making people, that is not allowing people to sell? What is the obstacles that is stopping them from being able to sell their products out at the right time or on time? So you want to think about that. Think critically. Maybe you have sold products, you have failed, or maybe you have sold products, you have succeeded. So you want to share with them how you really succeed in selling that product. So you, as a business content creator, you need to have an idea, you need to have experience. Then you will speak from your experience. If you don't have experience, you don't have an idea, then you will be tired. By the time you will start creating content about what you know, later you will just get tired because you will not know the pain points anymore. Start by treating people's pain points, like what is really paining them about what you want to talk about. Okay, is it family? Maybe you are creating content about family. Either you are creating a blog post, or either you are selling family products, either you are creating videos about family. Whatever you are doing that surrounds content creation, you need to have an experience, you need to have idea of how you will tell people, and treat it from people's pain points. Start from what is really the matter. Is really the matter? Go straight to the point. Hit the bull in the eye. Go straight to the point. Okay, maybe you are treating family issue, and family issue, it can surround children, it can surround husband, it can surround household, how women can take care of their household. So if you are doing that, you want to make sure that you start from what you think you can that can really pain them. Okay, what is paining people? One of the things that are paining people right now about family issue is maybe they have a 4-year-old, or they have a 2-year-old, or they have a 3-year-old child that doesn't listen. So you want to start from there. It will pain the mother that their child or their children are not listening. So you want to treat it from there. Okay, do you have a child that is from so age to so age and refuses to listen? So this is how I take care of my children that doesn't listen at that age. You understand? So start from people's pain points. People want to feel better. That is why they go for content. That is why they read blog posts. That is why they watch video. People want to find solution to a problem. That is why. So if you are not treating that thing from their pain points, you will be getting it wrong, because by the time they will listen to you, they will see that, okay, maybe you are talking too great of yourself and things like that. They won't listen anymore. Okay, so that is one of the things. So now we will go into the formula we can use to create content. One of the best formula is AIDA. 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 AIDA simply means attention, interest, desire, and action. So you want to, firstly, when you start that blog post, or when you start writing that content, whatever you want to do, if you write a content, you can create it, you can turn it to video. Okay, so by the end of this video, I'll be telling you some ways you can quickly record your content, or some ways you can quickly write down your content in case you are somewhere and the inspiration just comes. Okay, so you know that whatever you want to do, you need inspiration, right? Something will inspire you to create that content. Is it that maybe you have done business before and it has failed? Then definitely you don't want people to fall into that kind of situation. So for that reason, you are trying to create content to take care of that situation. Okay, to take care of that kind of so that when someone is about to fall into that situation, then definitely your content can bring them out of that kind of bad situation. You need inspiration. Something will inspire you. The idea you have, the experience you have, those things can inspire you. Or let's even say you are just going out and you just see something related to that thing you want to write, then the inspiration will come, right? So let's say the inspiration now comes. How will you write it down quickly? You can't, because if inspiration comes and you don't write it down quickly, you will forget. By the time you say, let me reach home, let me quickly write about it, then you will not actually, it will not come the way it's firstly came. Maybe you have had that experience before. I usually have that kind of experience. Anytime I want to write something and maybe the inspiration just comes, okay, by the time I will say, okay, let me settle down, let me get a pen, let me get a book, by the time I will do that, all the things that I think I will write down would have gone. Or I would just start writing it the other way around. It won't be as fresh as it was before. So if you are in that situation, by the end of this video, I will teach you how you can quickly write down what comes to your mind, okay, so that you will not lose that content at that moment. Okay, so if you are a digital marketer, you are actually a content creator, because you will need to write something surrounding whatever you are marketing. So you need all this. Okay, this video is meant for digital marketers. This video is meant for content creators. So let's go into it now. So the first model I talked about is AIDA, right? AIDA is a short form, okay, but the full meaning is attention, interest, desire, and action. So if you want to create a content and you want people to listen to you, firstly you need to seek their attention. Like I said when we were talking about how you can create a Facebook advertisement, I said if you want to create a video, you want to stop them, okay, because they are scrolling on their screen. They don't care about your ads, but you want to share them something, you want to talk to them about something. So for that reason, you need to stop them. You can just say stop, then that is an attention. That stop that you say at the first time, for the first second of the video, you have seek their attention. Then they will stop, definitely, because they want to see that what does this person mean by saying that I should stop? What do you mean? Why will you be commanding me? For that reason, by the time they would think about that finish, they would have had the remaining thing you have to say after saying stop. Attention is simply what you use. Firstly, it's simply what you use to seek people's attention. Like, hello guys, I have this, I have that, I have something to share with you, like you just starting. Let's say, just like the way I usually start my videos in Digital Intellectual Hub, I'll just say, hello guys, how are you doing today? So today we are going to talk about so thing. So you have seek their attention by talking about what that video is all about, or what that content is all about. So the next one is interest. That thing that you said, you seek their attention. You say, okay, today we want to talk about so thing. The next thing to say is what can make them to have interest in what you want to say. Maybe you want to create a video about children, right? Children that doesn't listen. The first attention you want to seek is that if you're a mother that has, you can just say, hey, if you're a mother that has 2 to 4 year old child, then you want to stop and watch what I have to say to you today. You have seek their attention. Then the next one is interest, right? Then you want to give them what will make them to be interested in what you want to say. As your 2 to 4 year old child stop listening to you, okay, that kind of thing. That statement has already treated their pain point. It went straight to their pain point, because normally 2 to 4 year old children doesn't usually listen, right? Yes, they don't usually listen, but because you want to treat that point, you have already started from their pain points, so it will bring their interest to you. So that is it. Then the next one is desire. So you will now continue by giving them how they can take care of that kind of situation. Okay, if your child of 2 to 4 year old refuses to listen to you, so this is what I usually do for my 2 to 4 year old child that refuse to listen. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, it is normal for them not to listen. It is psychologically normal for them not to listen. But if they are not listening to you, there is a way you can call their attention to yourself. This kind of thing will bring that mother that is watching your video, or that is reading your blog post. It will bring a desire to read more. It will give her desire to read. It will bring her desire to read more. Okay, then the next one is action. What action do you want them to take after all the way you have helped them to treat their pain points? What is the action? What is the action you want them to take? So if they watch your video, or if they listen to your audio, or whatever content you create about that pain point of theirs, so by the end of that content, you want to call them to an action, a serious action. You need to have action, okay, that you want people to take. Is it that you want them to subscribe to your channel, or is it that you want them to buy something? Okay, I have something for you. Maybe you are selling a learning tab for children. Then you can say, okay, with this learning tab, I am very sure that your children will listen to you, because anything you want them to learn, to really learn about life, can be put into this learning tab. You understand what I'm saying now? Can be put into this learning tab. Then once they start watching it, you will see their behavior changing, things like that. So you will call them to action. So buy this learning tab. This learning tab is so amount. You can say it, or you can just tell them that if you want to get this learning tab at so rate, because then you want to put a matter of urgency. Okay, maybe you are selling the learning tab at 28,000 naira. Okay, so if the learning tab is 28,000 naira, and maybe at that moment in time you have brought it down to maybe 25,000, then you can say, okay, you have so percentage if you buy the products right now. So if you buy the products right now, you also have access to my YouTube channel to learn more about how to take care of your children, things like that. So that is what content creation is all about. It is all about seeking attention. It is all about talking about people's interest. It is all about giving them what they desire about that thing you seek attention about. Then it is all about action. Give them action to take. Let them take some action. Is it that you want them to read your blog post to the end? Is it that you want them to subscribe to your newsletter? Is it that you want them to add them to your mailing list? That you want them to go and fill a form? Okay, so this is what we call AIDA. Okay, AIDA, AIDA. So make sure you follow this, and you can also research more. Okay, research more about AIDA, AIDA model. Research more about AIDA model of content creation, and you will learn more about how you can create contents. Okay, there are some other ways that you can write your content down. Whenever inspiration comes to your head, you can write your content down. So right now I will be going into my phone, then I will be showing you how I usually quickly write my content down anytime the inspiration comes into my head, without having to look for pen or look for paper or whatever. Okay, or look for a keyboard to start typing. So I will show you right now. Now I'm on my phone, and let's say I just think about something and I would like to write it down. Okay, so I'll quickly do that. Then later I will come back to edit it, because I don't want to lose whatever is inside my head at that moment in time. So for me to do that, download a Google Docs. Okay, so let's click on Google Docs. Click on this plus sign over here. We want to create a new document, so click on new document. You can give it name of whatever you think your content is about. Let me say children content. I'll just write children content. Create, I'll just click on this microphone icon on my keyboard over here, then I will start. So right now we are writing a content together. Okay, you can see that right now we have written a content. It says, hello moms, do you have a 2-year-old to 3-year-old child that has not been listening to you? So everything I've said has been written down, but although there will be some mistakes, because our English over here in Nigeria is not that strong, so it may not understand what I'm saying. Sometimes it may write some other things, but this will help me to pin down anything I have in my head. Okay, it will help me to quickly pin down. I can just go to a corner wherever I am, I can just say it to the microphone and it will write it down, and it will help me to pin down whatever I have in my head. If I want to save, I'll click on this tick button, this button over here. So I'm done with that. So you can see this is children content right over here. So I can just come back to it. I can come back to this children content on my Google Docs later. Then I can click on this pencil sign. Then I will start editing it. Whatever I've said that has been written wrongly, I can just start editing, because you can't just say everything and just leave it over there. Even if you are somebody even if you are using your pen to write, you will still need to cancel some places and continue with some places. So this will help you to create content as fast as possible. So under this lecture in your 6 weeks classroom, you will be able to see a content template that I've written myself. I created the content template myself for you, so that you will have an idea of how you can be writing your own content. In case you don't want to come back to this video again, you can follow the template and create your own content. Okay, so have a wonderful day and we'll meet in our next lecture.